this is John from FlatCatGear, and what you're looking at, this is one of the most popular UL backpacking kits out there. So what I have is this is a TOAKS 550 Ultralight, and this one has no handle. And you couple this with a BRS 3000, and you've got a very, very light cooking system. This system, the stove in the pot, weighs 81 grams. And what we've done is you can use this with the Ocelot Mini, and we found out that it wasn't quite where we wanted it to be. So we made some design changes to the Ocelot Mini to work with this particular configuration, and it'll work with other pots as well. And what we've done is we changed the design a bit, and now we get everything to nest inside the pot. One thing I have to say is just getting the stove in there is a little tricky. I'm not sure I can even write up instructions on how the stove fits in there. A little complicated, but if you work around with it, you'll find that it will fit. And you'll see that we also have a 4-ounce gas canister in there as well. And as you can see, everything works perfectly. Now, the weight goes up from 81 grams to 105 grams, but you also get the windscreen protection now. And if you've seen some of Gear Skeptic's videos, you can see the BRS itself has trouble in the wind over 2 miles an hour. And with the windscreen, it will actually operate pretty well up to 7-8 miles an hour. So storing everything in the mug is pretty easy, except when it comes to the stove. So the fuel canister goes in, and the windscreen pretty much drops in there. So the trick to the canister is that the valve's got to be on the side, and some of these legs are either up or down, I can't remember. Here we go. And the pot support arms just drop in there. And you're good. Everything's nice and compact. So one of the things for me is I'm not a freezer bag guy, so I just don't boil water and throw it in a pouch. I'm more interested in cooking. So I'm going to put the TOAKS 550 through its paces today. I'm going to make some rice. And there's some experimenting I've been doing on with, this is it's cracked rice. And what you do is you wash it and freeze it overnight. And then what happens is it creates microfractures in the rice, and it cooks faster. The grains break apart. So it's not going to be whole grain. But what it should do is cook extremely fast. So I got a half cup. A half cup should make about 1.5 cups of rice. Now, plain rice is boring. So I'm going to add some chicken bouillon to that. And I've got this. This is kind of interesting. This is, they're experimenting with this too. This is a dried vegetable topping that you can add to like top ramen. So you can add a little bit more vegetables in with your meal. So I'm going to put some veggies in there. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to add 2 cups of water, bring it to a boil, let it simmer for a bit, see how fast it absorbs the water, and just let it set and see if it comes out like regular rice. So let's bring that to a boil. Been boiling for a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm just going to shut it off. And we'll come back in about 10 minutes, see how it looks. So that's what it looks like. It sucked up all the water. The grains actually stayed pretty intact. Just a little bit of liquid. You see the grains look good. Pretty good, didn't break up that much, surprisingly, but it is cooked pretty well. So come visit us at www.flatcatgear.com.